Hello everyone, so in this video we will learn how to send Slack channel message when a new item is created in monday.com automatically. So the idea is that when a new item is created in Monday, it will automatically send the message on Slack. But the issue here is there is no direct connection between Monday and Slack. So in cases like these, we are going to use an integration and automation software called as Pabbly Connect that integrates Monday and Slack. The best part of using Pabbly Connect is there is no need for coding skills or technical background. One can do this integration very easily. Now before we begin, let me just show you with a real-time example. Okay, so this is my Monday account and this is my Slack channel. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to create an item in my Monday account, and once this item is created in Monday, we will check do we have the message of this particular item in Slack channel. So let me just create an item. Okay, so we will start from here. So this will be on upgrade Windows 10. Okay, and we are going to assign this to a person called as Reena. Okay, so this is the email address. The status is working on it, and the due date, let's keep it as 30th. That is today's date. So let's have a look. Do we have the details of this particular item in our Slack channel as a message? So let me just go to Slack and let me just refresh Slack. Okay, so as you can see, we do have the message on my Slack channel. So this is the bot that is giving the message, Michael, and this is the Slack channel, Monday-data, and then we have the item name, that is upgrade Windows 10. This is the assignee, this is the status, and this is the due date. So we have got all the details of this particular item as a message in Slack channel. So basically you must be thinking, how did I do it? How did I manage to send the data from Monday to Slack? So here we have used an integration and automation software called as Pabbly Connect that integrates Monday and Slack channel. Now before we begin, let me just give you a small perspective how this integration will be done. So basically these are the steps that you have to follow to integrate Monday and Slack. So first of all, you are going to integrate Monday and Pabbly Connect with help of webhook URL. That's basically step 1. So you're going to get the webhook URL from Pabbly Connect and you're going to paste the same webhook URL in monday.com. After that, you are going to make a dummy item in Monday, and the data of that dummy item will be available in Pabbly Connect. That's step 2. Then after that, you are going to use that data of that item to create a message in Slack. So now there is a perfect flow of data between Monday, Pabbly Connect, and Slack. Now the important thing that you have to understand is that once you create a workflow that has integrated Monday and Slack, all you have to do is just sit back and relax. When a new item is created in Monday, automatically a message will be sent on Slack every time. Okay, so to begin the process, in the new tab, just type pabbly.com, 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 press enter. Okay, so this is the website of pabbly.com. All you have to do is just click on sign up for free. Here you can build your own account in just 2 minutes. In my case, I have already built an account, so I will be straight away directed to the app section of Pabbly. So this is the app section of Pabbly. Let me just scroll down and here you will find connect. Just click on access now. Okay, so at the top right corner, you will find a button, create workflow. Click this, a dialog box appears in front of you. It is asking you to give a name to this workflow. So I'm planning to give it as Monday to Slack. Of course, you can give any name according to your choice. It's totally on you. And let me just straight away click on create. So when you click on create, you will find 2 windows, the trigger window as well as the action window. Now we want to send the data from Monday. So in the trigger window, we are going to add Monday, monday.com, this one. Now in the trigger event, how about we make it as item in a board, new item in board. Okay, that's pretty much obvious. So these are the steps that we have to follow to integrate Monday and Pabbly Connect. Okay, so the gist is we are first going to integrate Monday and Pabbly Connect. So first of all, we have to log into our Monday account. So this is my Monday account, that's done. And then we have to go to the integrations icon. Okay, so let me just go to the integrations icon. Then what's next? And then we have to look for webhooks. So we are just going to search for webhooks. Okay, so I'm just clicking this. So once in the integration center, click on webhooks. Okay, that's done. And select this type of webhook when an item is created. Okay, so when an item is created, then what's next? Then we are going to paste the above URL in the webhook URL. So this is the field for adding the webhook URL. So I have already created one, so I'm just going to delete this. Okay, so let me just delete this. Okay, so in your case, since you're beginning fresh, you don't have to delete. In my case, I have already created a webhook URL, so that is why I have deleted it. Okay, so now we have to add the webhook URL. So this is the webhook URL. I'm just going to copy this and I'm going to paste it here. Easy. Okay, so what's next? And then we just click on connect. Okay, so we are just going to click on connect. Okay, so let me just click on add to board. I think we are done. So basically what it will do is when an item is created, it will send the details of that particular item to Pabbly Connect using this webhook URL. And Pabbly Connect is already showing it is waiting for the data. Excellent. So what we are going to do here is we are going to create a fresh new item. So this is the board. It is known as Start From Scratch. And this is the group name, that is customer service. Okay. And let me just add a new a new item. So Macintosh line is here. Use it. So this is the item name, and after adding it, okay, I'm just going to add the person's name. Now when we clicked on add, it has already captured the details of this particular item. Okay, that is Macintosh is here. Okay, and where is the rest of the detail? Oh, I'm sorry. Let me just add this once again. I think we didn't add it properly. Okay, so once again, let me just click on recapture webhook response and let me just click on yes. Okay, I'm sorry. So yeah, so what we're going to do here is I'm just going to once again add a new item because we didn't fill this properly. Okay, so let me just add a small one this time. Upgrade Mac. Okay, this is the one. Upgrade Mac 11. Okay, so let me just straight away click on add. So a new item called as Upgrade Mac 11 has been added, and once this item has been added, Pabbly Connect will capture the data. So yes, as you can see, it has already captured the data, but we actually have to fill the person, the status, as well as the date, and many other important fields if you want to add. For instance, I'm just going to add the person. So this time we are going with this person, that is Thompson123verti@gmail.com, or you can actually invite more people, but I'm happy with one, that is Thompson. So the status, I'm giving it as stuck. Okay, and the due date, let's go with August this time, August 22. Okay, so we have the item that is Upgrade Mac 11, then we have the person's name, and then we have the status, and we have the date, that is August 22. Now the issue here is we have already got the data of the item, that is Upgrade Mac 11, but we don't have the data, that is the person's name, the status, as well as the date. So what we're going to do here is we are going to introduce an action window. In the action window, once again, we are going to introduce Monday. So what's the purpose? If you may ask, the purpose is basically what we are going to do here is we are going to extract the details, that is the person's name, the status, as well as the due date. And this can be done very easily. Okay, all you have to do is just choose the app as monday.com because we want to extract the data of monday.com, and we just go to this part and just click on get an item. Okay, because we want to extract the details of that item. Simply just click on connect, and when you click on connect, basically we will have to add the API key. Okay, so I will teach you how to add the API key. Let me just go to add new connection. Okay, so these are the steps we have to follow. Okay, so first of all, we have to enter the API token. So to get the API token, first of all, we have to go to monday.com, that's obvious, and then you have to go to the avatar, your picture. Okay, so this is your picture. Then what? Then we have to go to the admin. Okay, so we are going to the admin. After the admin, we are going to the API section. We are going to the API section. Okay, so this is my API. Okay, so it has already shown me the API. In your case, since you're beginning fresh, all you have to do is just click on this button, generate an API key, and it will generate an API key. In my case, I have already generated. I'm just going to copy this and I'm going to paste it here. Okay, so this is my API key, and let me just click on save. So as you can see, by default, it is showing the board as start from scratch. This is because there is only one board, that is start from scratch. Now we have the group, that is customer care, group title, and group title. So basically this is because these are the groups we have. Okay, let me just go to the dashboard. Okay, I'm sorry, the workspace. We have customer service, group title, and group title. Now if we add one more group, okay, so let me just add a group. How about we go with the group, let's go with rainbow. It doesn't look appropriate, but rainbow it is. So this is the name of the group, rainbow. So when I build a new group and when I click on refresh, I can expect to find this newly created group in the drop down. Okay, so as you can see, rainbow it is. But the idea is that we want to extract the details of this particular item, upgrade Mac 11, that to the person's name, the status, as well as the date. Now this particular item is present in customer service, that's the group name. Okay, so I'm just changing it to customer service, and now it is demanding the item ID. So this is a very static ID. Okay, so in case of board, as in case of group, we can be happy, we can be content with the static ID, that is start from scratch and customer service, because the board name as well as the group won't really change. But the item ID will keep on changing because you are going to create a ton of items. Okay, so that is why I'm just going to remove this. Okay, I'm sorry, not remove this, I'm just going to toggle this to the right. Okay, then I'm going to remove this, and then I'm going to map the pulse ID or the item ID. This is the one we want, and we have mapped it. Now we have the dynamic one. So at this point, all you have to do is just click on save and send test request. Okay, so as you can see, this is the name of the item or the pulse, that is upgrade Mac 11. And this is the name of the person, that is thompson123bertie@gmail.com. And do we have the date? Okay, so this is the date, and the status, that is stuck. Now we are going to send a message about this particular item on Slack. So let me do that. So we click here. Okay, and in the choose app, let me just add Slack. Slack it is. Now in the action event, how about we make it as send channel message, because that's the idea. Send channel message without image, this one. Send channel message or send channel message without image, this one. Then simply just click on connect. We are going with a new connection. Just click on connect with Slack. Okay, so now Pabbly Connect wants access. So before you press allow, let me tell you something. Pabbly Connect doesn't take any chances with your data. Your data is 100% safe and secure with us. So on the basis of that trust, let me just press allow. Okay, so it is showing the authorization is successful. So by default, these are the fields you have to fill. So we have the channel name, that is general. Okay, so what we are going to do here is we are going to create a new channel. Now these are all the channels that is present in my Slack account. So these are all the channels that is present in my Slack account is being reflected here, because Slack at this point is integrated with Pabbly Connect. So let me just create a new channel. Okay, so let me just click on add channel, create a new channel, and the name of the channel is Monday New Data. Okay, this is the name of the channel, Monday New Data. And let me just straight away click on create. Now we can add a random name, random email address. So this is the person that we are interested in adding to this channel. Okay, you can add as many people as you want. Okay, but for the time being, I'm just adding one person. And when I click on refresh, I can expect to find this a newly created person in the newly created channel in the drop down. So what was the name? I think it was Monday New Data. Monday New Data, yeah. So we have three of them: Monday-com, Monday-data, Monday-new-data. So we are interested in this one, Monday-new-data. Now we have to keep the message type as plain text. Now this is the message. Okay, new item. Okay, colon, and this is the item name, upgrade Mac 11. And after that, how about the assignee? Okay, so the assignee is assignee email is, okay, so this is the assignee email, thompson123bert@gmail.com. Okay, and the status. Okay, so let me just add a new status. The status was, I think, hold or something. I don't remember the status. The status was stuck. Okay, so now we have to work on the bot name. My name is Michael, so we will be sending the message in as Michael. Now if you want, you can add the bot icon by just introducing the URL of that particular image that you want to introduce, but I'm just keeping it as blank. So when I click on save and send test request, it will send this message to this particular channel. So let's have a look. So as you can see, it is showing new item, upgrade Mac 11, and this is the assignee, and this is the status that is stuck. Okay, so we have got the detail. Now it may look like the integration is successful, but this is far from over. So this is because what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to add one more data. Okay, so this will be on Alienware laptop purchase. Alienware laptop purchase. Okay, and let me just click on add. Okay, so we have added the item, but as you can see, it has already sent the data. Okay, as you can see, the data has already arrived, but we don't have the assignee or the status because this is something that we do it sometime later. That's the person name, the status, as well as the date. So basically what we have to do is we have to make sure that all of this data, that is the item name, the assignee, the status, and in case the date, are all sent as a total bunch, as a package, not just individually. So that is why we have to make sure that this particular data is delayed for at least 1 minute. So when this data is delayed for 1 minute, we can just add the assignee name, the status, and rest of the details. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to introduce a delay module, and this is practically very easy. Okay, so in between the trigger window and the first action window, you're going to introduce a delay module. Okay, so we have to add the choose app as delay. Okay, so we are going to delay this for 1 minute. Okay, so it is asking that for how much time you have to delay. Okay, that is for minutes and just 1 minute. If you want, you can add 2 minutes or 3 minutes, but I think I can add the status, the person's name in just 1 minute. So that's enough for me. Let me just click on save and send test request. Okay, so the response is a positive one. It is showing the workflow has been delayed for 1 minute. So let me just click on F5 to refresh this whole workflow so that the rest of the windows can understand that a delay has been made for 1 minute. Now once again, we are going to create a new item. So this is about HP laptop repair. Okay, so we have added the item. Okay, now this is going to be delayed for 1 minute. Okay, meanwhile I'm just going to add the person, that is Thompson Verti, and the status is let's say working on it, and then we have the due date as 30. Okay, so we have added all the details. Now we were expecting the data should arrive now, but the truth is the data will arrive only after 1 minute. So let's wait for 1 minute. Okay, so as you can see, after the delay of 1 minute, we have got the data. We have the new item as HP laptop repair, we have the assignee, we have the status. Now we have got the whole data as a total package, as a total bunch. Okay, so the presence of this message shows that we have a successful integration between Monday and Slack. Now before you leave, let me just explain you the whole mechanism in a nutshell. So let me just minimize all my windows one by one. So first you have integrated Monday to Pabbly Connect, and then you created an item in a particular board. After that, you have introduced the delay module, because once you create an item in Monday, the data will automatically send to Pabbly Connect, and Pabbly Connect sends it to Slack. So that is why you have introduced the delay module, so that you can add the email as well as the due date as well as the assignee, all those details in that 1 minute. You can actually add more minutes, 1 minute, 2 minutes, or 3 minutes. And after that, you have introduced this action window to get the item details such as the due date as well as the assignee name, and then we have the status. And after that, you have introduced Slack to Pabbly Connect so that you compose a message and then send it on Slack. So now there is a perfect flow of data between Monday and Slack. Excellent. So the purpose of this workflow is very clear. Once you create this workflow, all you have to do is just sit back and relax, so that whenever a new item is created in Monday, automatically the message will be sent on Slack.